Oh, we live.
Okay. Ooh, I'm finna get in. I'm finna get in, y'all.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got the OG on assignment, on location. I'm sorry, Chuck Little John. And below us, man, we got Decatur's bully hater, Corey Davis. And we will get into that bully hater, man, and why his name is Bully Hater soon. Welcome everybody out there, man. Welcome to the show. My boy Matt Thompson, I see you already on. What's up, big homie? This is season 3, episode 6. Episode 6, man. And let's welcome a new member to the TCY family, Andrew Jenkins. Welcome, big homie. We appreciate you rocking with us, man. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to have you, man. Andrew Jenkins. Make sure you tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a homeboy, or a homegirl about the crew, man. The crew and you, man. And come check us out. We appreciate you, big homie. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right in, fellas. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. And first we're going to start off, man, by just sending our prayers out to the 10 people out in Buffalo who were murdered at the grocery store, man. It's terrible. It's horrible. Things are happening in this world, man, that the hatred that is out there in this world is bizarre, man. Hopefully we'll get through it, but prayers go out to those families out there. And I hope this guy gets everything that's coming to him. You know, it's sad. And I just saw there was like two more shootings out in Laguna Beach, California, and one in Houston.
And also in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee now?
Yeah, man. After the loss, so 3 people got shot in Milwaukee. They had to they canceled the viewing show at the stadium. You know how they have a viewing stadium show. They canceled it today because after the loss the other day, 3 people get shot. Oh man. Now,
yes,
if you don't mind, man, I'm gonna say this here about the shooting in Buffalo. That kid was 18 years old, which leads me to believe he was taught this. You know what I'm saying? He was taught this hatred, this kind of hatred, these feelings. At 18 years old, you hadn't lived long enough to feel that way about a race. 18 years old, you hadn't lived long enough.
Yeah.
But I say that to say, you the way you feel about a person is what you learn from somebody else. Now I get it. Sometimes you don't like a person because of who they are, what they do. But at 18 years old, you're learn how to hate that kind of way. To go and kill somebody.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. I hope that that they treat him the same way we are when we're in that same situation. And I don't want to get into that type of situation, but it makes no sense, man.
You might not want to get in that situation, but I'm gonna get into that situation. The thing I always
hit it, homie.
The thing I always understand is that it just seems to be, I my prayers go out to all the families that's been affected by this. But the thing I always have a hard time understanding when it's a racial crime like this, and it's of, let's say, a Caucasian that commits the crime, 99% of the time, they are arrested, face trial, or whatever the case may be. You know, Dylan Roof here in South Carolina that went in their church and killed all those people. You know,
Rittenhouse.
Yeah, you know, he was they always get arrested and they able to face trial.
Is that kid they took to took the Burger King?
McDonald's or Burger King, yeah.
Yeah, got him a burger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's my frustration with this. Not by no means am I saying that the police should have killed him or anything like that. But only thing I'm saying is it just seems like it's a different ending to different scenarios based on race.
Yeah. You know, I get where you're coming from. That boy didn't have a scratch on him, is what you're saying. They ain't have a bruise on him. He ain't not a knot on his head. None of that.
And they killed 10 people and injured more.
And injured 21, right? And injured 13, something like that. Yeah.
And like you said, a hate crime.
Right.
There's a video out there, and
there's a video.
A video of him. He had pointed the gun at a Caucasian guy who was like, no. And he saw him. He said, I'm sorry, and went on to find more black people to kill.
Yeah, because I heard that he had on body armor, and he had on a helmet with a camera on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took all that off when he surrendered.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't shoot him. But at the same time, I didn't see no video. But you telling me that he recorded this?
There's a video out there, of him walking in the store with the gun out. You know, going to go shoot people, man. A lot of older grandparents have been killed. My cousin Michael Wolf, man, he said this happened. He actually stays in Buffalo. He said this happened right around the corner where he stays at. He said they didn't tackle him or nothing because he was white. That's why he didn't shoot him. He said he has a video. If you can, send me that video, cuz. If you can, man, send me that video.
I'm gonna say, Mike, send it to your cousin, man. Send it to your fam, man.
He I read, you know, he had pointed the gun at himself when the police came, and they kind of talked him out of it, and then arrested him. You know, said they killed his best friend's cousin's grandmother. Yeah, so a lot of grandparents, a couple grandparents got killed there, man.
I'm about to say, look how crazy the 6 degrees of separation is from somebody that know G on the show that's affected by your family. Just that quick. The 6 degrees of separation is just that close to your family here, and we're discussing it on the show.
Right. That's crazy. Cause he just sent it to me, but it says unavailable. Cause the video says, it says unavailable. Send it to my phone. So so I just want to say that, man. Like I said, prayers for your best friend's cousin's grandmother, homie. And the rest of the people that were murdered today, man. Yesterday, sad, man.
Yeah, absolutely terrible, man.
And that kind of goes, I guess, to what we were going to talk about too, with the world in hate, the world in bullying, that type of stuff, man. It has to stop. And there's like my boy Corey said, man, it starts at a young age. And if the parents don't stop it at a young age, man, this is what happens when they turn 18 and 19. They turn out to be these young men. I'm not gonna call that guy a kid. I'm calling him a man. You know, he's the 18-year-old man. Yeah. If he's old enough to do that, man, you gotta be, you're a man now. And you gotta take the consequences of a man. So Corey, you wanna go ahead and jump into that part?
Come in, buddy. Shut it open. So I wanna share with with the crew and you and our crew and you family. My son comes to me the other day and he tells me, come and sit down.
What's up?
What's up, Austin?
This is my oldest son, Austin. So Austin had a situation this is Mr. G and you well, you met Galen, a wonderful time at his house, and this is also my other coworker Charles. You know what I'm saying? Charles are here today. Charles and Galen here today too. I want you to share your story about bullying that you told me the other day. I know you don't listen. We're okay. You're okay. You're with family right now. So we're talking about some things. Now you don't have to tell me a lot of things or tell us a lot of things, but I want you to share how you felt when you were playing the game the other day when you felt like you were bullied.
Fine. So it was last Wednesday. So we were doing soccer practice. It was the last day because like summer break is coming this week, and we were all really excited. So we were all playing these cool games like with the soccer ball, like bowling and stuff. So during bowling, we were doing like we were kicking it, and then we had to knock down the cones. So the first round, Bodie and his
we're not going to use any names. Just tell me, because we don't want to incriminate anybody. So just tell me how you felt during that time when you didn't feel like playing anymore.
I didn't really feel good because so Bodie.
Don't say any names.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We'll call him Jonathan. Call him Jonathan.
We'll call him Jonathan. All right.
So Jonathan was
Okay.
So Jonathan, he was like the braggy kid. So he was like bragging, like, haha, get friends, you lost. So I'm like, hey, that's not cool. And then I try to stand up for myself. And then he just like starts shooting back harder.
Okay.
And then like it's like an antivirus. Like you can't get a virus if you use an antivirus. So I tried to speak back, but it didn't work because I couldn't find anything to speak back about. And I got really angry. Huh?
It got worse?
Yeah, it got worse, correct. Okay. So at that point, tell me, because you told me you didn't want to play anymore, correct?
Yeah, I felt really angry.
Okay. Now, at the same time, this is what we're sharing here. When you got back, you said you moved over. Well, not when you got back. When you were still playing, you felt like crying, correct? When sports gets to the point where you feel like crying, how does that motivate you to play?
A lot of people motivate me. Like my coaches say that I can hit back harder, and actually, I did do well after he said that. Okay,
which is good. So guys, help me out here in situations like that, and I'll start with you, Coach. Has it been a situation where you had a guy on your team that's been bullied or pushed to the point where either they didn't want to play or they played harder?
I wouldn't say I had a player that has been in that situation. I've had a son who has been kind of in the same situation where he's been laughed at or the team has said that he wasn't good enough to play with them or some along those lines. And as a coach or as a dad, I told him, you're not going to be able to please everybody. You're not going to be able to make them appreciate what you bring to the table, what you bring to the floor. What you have to do is focus on yourself. Don't try, because and this, kids can be cruel. We all know that kids can be cruel. So, and when they are being cruel, what you have to do is actually focus more on you and build your confidence up, because what it is they see a weakness in you because of the confidence that they see that you may lack. So I was telling him, like, hey man, you got to build your confidence up. to be able to combat what they're trying to do with you. And for us, we're a very spiritual family. For us, that your confidence comes from getting in your word, from prayer, and understanding who God has called you to be. So that's what I've done with my family. And as a coach, man, I always told them, go harder. If they come at you, you go back harder at them. And I know in this situation with you, Austin, is more words. It wasn't physical, right? It was more words. I've always said, man, don't let words deter you from being what you want to do or being where you want to be. You can, as long as they don't put their hands on you, then you can get past the words. The words don't mean nothing.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. Yeah. Sticks and stones.
Big OG.
Yeah. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Austin, on how you handled the situation. Number one, because number one, I think the first thing you did that was good. You spoke up, which you kind of defended yourself, and then you got yourself out of the situation by going into a different area and playing something different. But the most important thing you did was let your parents know, because there's so many young people out here that this goes on with, and they hold it in and don't let their parents know, and then it builds and builds and builds to a bigger situation. So I think that's the best thing that you could have done. Like I say, some young men think that it's kind of embarrassing to go to their parents, but in that case, it never is. If something's not right, then you should always, always, always go to your parents and let them know. And don't. And I guess in situations like this, like you did, you spoke your word, but you didn't do anything to escalate it. You de-escalated by going to doing something different. And then when your coach gave you the pep talk, then you showed what you could do. So I think you should take that pep talk and keep driving with that. And the better you become, the less of that person will have anything to say to you.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came on the show to tell us your story. Oh, go ahead, G.
Yeah, and I just wanted to piggyback on what my OG said, man. That's a great job, Austin, doing what you did. You handled it like a teenager would have done, or an adult would have done. So that's big. That's big of you, and that shows your maturity. That shows that your parents are doing something right over there, and that's showing that you are taking the parenting that they're giving you, and you're taking that to the streets, and that means you are growing to be what we want all of our children to be, and that's a great person, man. So that's great. I'm extremely proud of the way you handled it, and then like the OG said, man, you went out there and balled out afterwards too. So you didn't let that affect you in your play, and then you went and told your parents as well, which is your biggest support, your biggest fans. They're going to support you through whatever. So that's huge, man. And I love that y'all had that relationship, that you were able to talk and always keep that relationship with your parents, man. That's awesome. Proud of you, baby boy. Proud of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for telling your story. We'll talk more about it. Thank Mr. G and Mr. Lil John for the words of advice. We'll talk a little bit more, okay? Thanks for coming on, man.
Good job. Good job.
See you later, bro. I love you, buddy. All right. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Hey man, it's tough out here, bro. I mean, and I know y'all been in the same position as me, and it's like I'm learning as I go along. You hear what I'm saying? And I feel a certain way when my kids come and they express themselves a certain way. I never thought none of my children to be, bullied or say put in a situation where somebody would come in and want to harm them, or you don't know what these kids are going through, to come to school and to speak that way, to talk that way.
Right,
I want to get it out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to get it out there. And that's when I asked y'all if we could do that. I appreciate both of y'all giving these words of advice to my children. These are the seeds that I want you guys to know that I'm going to sow for mine.
Right.
Because I don't want, like I said, I don't want my kid to, like you just said, bottle it in.
Right.
And then one day, decide to go take it out on another child.
Mm-hmm.
It starts here, and I appreciate that, guys. I really do, to the heart.
Yeah,
that's great.
I just something similar that happened to my daughter, and I tell you, as a parent, I'm just gonna be straight up honest. The toughest thing for me was not to go, not going to the other parents and just flat out addressing the issue.
Right.
That was, oh man, you just don't know.
So look, okay. So in that same sentence, so my wife calls me that next morning. She was right next to the dude's car. She go, I'm so quick to go out and then and talk to that parent. Hold on. Look, he said he talked. Let's see how the kids handle this first. He came, like you said, he came to us first. If it continues, because it happened one time, and she was ready to jump out the car at drop off.
Right.
Yes. Let's wait for. Let's analyze the situation as opposed to, like you said, just going at it, incorrectly. I'm glad my son was able to handle. Now we did talk to the coach.
Right. Okay.
So the coach could take care of it, first. You know what I'm saying? Before we bring in another parent, trying to analyze the situation the best way possible. Because it may not be the parent, but if it continues, because it was just one situation that happened. So we were just trying our best to do it the right way. So, I'm glad my son is able to come to us first, as opposed to keeping it to himself. And I ain't gonna lie, G, just like how you just said, I mean, my wife wanted to get out and she was ready to explode, especially when she called me. I'm like, she said, Daddy was ready to catch these hands. But it's the same, in that same breath, we want to do it right, So I know exactly what you're talking about, because my wife had that same, she had that same, she was amped. She was ready to do something, boy. The first thing she about to do, write an email. Look, I'm gonna email the parents and the coach. Yeah. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where this goes. Because Austin had already talked to us. But
and it's great.
I saw your reaction, huh?
And it's great that y'all had that type of relationship with him where he feels comfortable enough to come to you and express himself like that. I mean, that's just great. It just goes to show the parenting y'all done, because like I said, it's and we've seen it, there's so many young kids out here, they keep it to themselves, and then it just bottles up to the point where they can't take it anymore. And either they do bodily harm to themselves, or they go and do bodily harm to others, because they just held it in so long, they just builds up and they just can't take it anymore.
Right.
You know what's crazy? I said that from the jump. Even if I told her I'm gonna get mad. But what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm expressing myself just like how you express yourself. I said, but get it out.
Right.
Come to me.
Right.
I said, look, and I said, you already know it. If you did something bad, come to me anyway. But if you did something bad, you're gonna get in trouble. I said, so I'm gonna be upset. But come to me anyway.
Right.
Don't hide it. So it gets better. I know some things he probably, I gotta look at him and go, what's wrong with you? Kind of pull it out of him a little bit, but certain things I was proud that he came to his mom and me, also. So
right. Exactly.
But at the same time, as Black men, I'm glad that you guys were here to support me and mine. You know what I mean? And that, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, we here for each other, bro.
That's gold, bro.
Yeah. That my wife has a story too, man. We've like I said, we've dealt with it over here as well.
Come on,
wife
Chris.
had the same type of situation.
Help me out, because it's right here, right now. Help me out.
Right. So one thing we do at our house, to not bullying. I heard you say, "Can you see everything? Our house is a mess." I'm gonna move. Real fast though. One thing we do with our kids, and our kids are adults, but something I employed when they were like 4 and 5 is called a safe space. And so they know they can come to me and come to Dad and say, I want a safe space. we don't yell at them. We don't, whatever they say, we just keep it cool so they know they can tell us anything. So when they were younger, it would be stuff like, oh, I lost my toy. Stuff that you don't really care about. But I knew when they got older, by the time you're 16, 17, you're going to start using that safe space for something real. And that is what has happened. The kids come, like I said, we got 23, 20, 19, a whole bunch of ages. They will come home and they will say, I need a safe space. And so I brace myself because I don't know what they're going to say in that safe space, but I know that they're guaranteed to be heard in that safe space without me getting upset, without there being consequences. And so it's just, I listen and I'm able, and they announce it first, because if you don't say you need a safe space, I'm going off. So you have to say that you were coming for the safe space.
Mama said safe space. Okay.
So they announce it. I listen and I give them, I pray with them. We talk to them, and I don't react the way that I would react in a normal setting. And so that is something I encourage all parents to employ. Is the safe space. Like I said, when they're little, they're going to come and say, oh, I left my pencil at school. And you're like, okay, I understand. Sometimes we make mistakes. But about 13, 14, they start coming with real stuff. Chris has been using safe space every day for a week.
A whole week of safe space. Okay.
So that's that. So
Chris, let me ask Chris, how many safe spaces do they get? How many are you?
They won't abuse it. I'm gonna tell you that. They don't abuse it, because growing up, they would literally, they just wouldn't abuse it, and they don't abuse it now.
Okay.
And so and like I said, but it prepares you for how to respond. And so when they announce they need a safe space, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever they say. And it's funny because real fast, April Fools, MJ came in asking for a safe space. And he's gonna tell me he got some girl pregnant. So, but I knew
safe space.
I knew that he was fooling me because it was April Fools and his sister. Something that happened, and I knew he was gonna try me. So I lost it in the safe space. He was like, "Mom, you violated the safe space," because I don't, you don't lose it in the safe space. You're just supposed to be cool. Because I told him he had to get out of my house, and he was like, April Fools," and I was like, "You broke real easy." He was like, "Because you violated the safe space. Like, how you supposed to keep your cool no matter what in the safe space?" So, but I knew he was joking, so it was whatever. But anyway, so no, they can have, like I said, 23-year-old MJ will come in my room and say, "Mom, I need a safe space." And now it's about some real life stuff.
So the safe space from a parent's perspective is for you to keep your cool. It's the warning for you to keep your cool.
It's the warning for me to keep my cool, and they can just feel comfortable telling me anything.
Okay. So it's like a get out of jail free card or skip you in Uno, that type of thing.
But it also triggers the appropriate parenting, because see, I'm a yeller, right? Like, I'm not gonna hit you, but I'm gonna go off. So that's not always the appropriate response, right? I might go off and then I come back later and apologize. So you don't need that, right? Like, you're in a vulnerable state. You want some gentle parenting. And so when they announce that safe space, I dial it all the way down, and I'm able to do the gentle parenting, in our way, and listen and give real guidance other than that mother. For me, I'm attack mode, right? Like, I can't believe I raised you better than this. Oh, you don't get all that. You get very reasonable conversation, adult to adult, whatever, because you announced that you needed a safe space.
Nice. Okay.
I think that's a great.
Corey, my husband has said 3 times, get the story.
We won't tell nothing we're going to talk about.
He didn't want to talk about safe space, but I believe you should employ safe space when they're little, because that thing is beautiful. But if you let me tell you something, you don't announce safe space, it's no holds barred, right? Like, you come in here just to talk, you might get cussed out. All right.
Right.
So
cool.
When MJ was little, he was getting bullied. I found out he's
getting bullied. That ain't the story.
That's what talking about. When he was 6th grade, and MJ was real little, and he was 6th grade, and he was at this little school, in community school. And I found out he was getting bullied. He came home one day and just told me he had been bullied the whole semester. So I'm broken, because my child is excellent, wonderful, the sweetest person ever, and I'll fight everybody. So no, Jay.
MJ.
Oh, MJ. Okay.
I said, I'm pulling you out of school. Like, I'm working. I ain't have no way to pull my child out of any school, but whatever. So I was like, I'm taking you out of school. What you want to do? And Jay was like, no, like, I want to finish the semester. So there was another school that you had to get a lottery to get in. So I put his name in the lottery. But the December, so I'm a very present parent. So December of that school year, they had a like a party or whatever, 6th grade. So I go to the party, and they had different rooms where you could play video game. One room you could play video games. One room was like karaoke, whatever. So MJ can sing. I don't know if y'all know that, but that brother can sing down. So when he was little, he could. He would voice lessons, all the stuff. He could really, really sing. So when I go to the party, and he's in the video game room. So mind you, he being bullied, you know, nobody thinks he's whatever. And I'm like, why you don't come sing? And so he's like, I don't want to sing. I want to play video games. And so I was like, come sing one song. So he came over, and it took forever to get a song. He couldn't do a karaoke because they didn't have the song. I think it was like My Girl or something. He sang that thing down. And so after that, no more bullying. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, that's the kid who could sing. And I talked to him, and I was like, when people see that you're about something other than whatever, then it changes like their perception of you, right? Mm-hmm. So he wasn't tough guy. He wasn't an athlete. He wasn't any of that, but he had his own talent. And so and as a parent, and as, I don't want to say run behind that, but as a parent, what I could control was how people viewed you, and to keep you from getting to a point where you were thinking of self-harm or something like that, because it's hard being a little kid. And sometimes, your parents can love up on you, but you still have to go back in that environment. So we created with just the display of that talent, it changed the rest of his entire 6th grade year. Now he left the school still, but it changed everything. He just became the boy that could sing. And so that's how he was. And when he came home, he was, because I left, of course, after the party, but he was like, Mom, that was crazy all day. And then for the rest of the semester, that's who he was. And there was no more bullying. And so
let me ask you, what brought on the bullying, Chris?
Have you met MJ?
Met MJ?
Yeah. So when he was a little boy, so he was really scrawny, really quiet, always like super cute. He was just that kid, right? Super smart, like smarter than everybody, but not even a show off, just to himself. And you'll just get bullied, right? And so he wasn't at like
very quiet.
Yeah,
he was very quiet,
right? But he wasn't shy.
He wasn't shy,
right?
Yeah,
but he was
quiet.
really quiet. And so it's just what it was. And then 7th grade, he had been in the Three Stooges. So, and he went to a much better school 7th grade. So, but by the time his talent started, picking up, ramping up, then there was no more, people wanted to be his friend.
Okay.
But
DeKalb County?
No, baby, I was raised in the DeKalb County schools, baby. So
she said no.
Schools look like this was North Fulton, but it was still, and I chose this. I chose the school system for that reason, but it was still. I mean, he still had it hard, but he's he's done better. So if I don't know that everyone has that, the advantage to do that, but I do. I was trying to explain to him, like, you're more than this. Right. And so when people could see, and my kids aren't like, I'm a big time show off. Me and Chris, I always say my kids, but Kennedy and Jay, super talented. They don't want to tell nobody. Chris and I, super talented. Y'all gonna know what we do. So I have to, have some pride in what you do and show that. And I think that changed the game for him. But let
me tell you, let me add this to it. So real quick, my son is one of a couple of chocolate drops on this sheet cake, if I can paint that picture for you.
Very good.
Yeah. So that is, to me, sometimes one of the issues that we have to work through. Mm-hmm. That's one of the issues that I have to show him, there's no difference here. That's how we
let me tell you something. And so I dealt with that also with Jay, and this is before middle school. So he might've been 3rd or 4th grade. 4th grade. And he came to me and he was like, because there is a difference and I celebrate that difference. He came to me and he was, just feeling weird about his nose. And Jay got the smallest nose y'all have ever seen. Weird about his nose, weird about his lips, because he went to a school that was, different. And so I sat him down and I talked to him about what that looked like. Like, well, what's wrong with the way you look? And then I started pulling, I've got magazines, and I showed him pictures of people he admired. Like, he loved Andre 3000 at the time, like, just loved him. I'm like, look at his nose, baby. Look at these lips. Let's look at Kanye West. And I just started talking to him about, like, these are the people that you look like. This is the legacy that you're a part of, right? So while you may not think mom is cool and your uncles are cool and your dad's cool, like, these are people that you think are cool, and this is what they look like, and this is what those boys in your class are trying to emulate, right? And you don't even have to try really hard. This is your blood, and so that changed the game for him. That conversation of showing him people, and it's a weird thing because we want our kids to be able to take what we're saying and that make a difference, right? But the reality is you have to go to who they admire. And my son admired Andre 3000, and my son admired Kanye West at that time. And so I made it very, these kids look like you. These little boys, these grown men look like you, and they're doing what you want to do. And this is, so you silence all that noise, but we celebrate the difference over here. We definitely celebrate the difference here. And these are top entertainers, right? And so by all means, send Austin over here.
Hey, listen.
No,
hey, don't play with me.
He did a great job with him, man. And like I said, he came to them and
without the safe space. Without y'all didn't have no safe space. Y'all got it together.
Hey, listen, I'm finna implement that because I know a lot of times I snap, but I don't want to have that door closed. You know what I'm saying? I want I want this to be like like what is it? Them Western doors where they go in and out.
Yes.
Saloon doors.
Anybody I tell about it, that thing is life. It is life changing.
Safe space. Okay. That's what's up. I wish I had a safe space coming up because I got plenty. I have plenty. Man, listen, boy. Safe space.
The extension cord.
Look,
the extension cord.
I'm just kidding, Alicia. Hope my mama ain't on here. My mama never put her hands on us.
Look, my mama ain't like, look, whenever I bring that up, she go, I never hit you, you liar. What are you talking about?
The broomstick, everything.
This was the 80s, baby.
What are you doing?
I know, right? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, that made me think. I grew up in the era where my mom go out there and get a switch. What? Go get your weapon of choice.
and I grew up. If you go and don't go out there and get a small one, make her have to go get it. Don't do that. Yeah,
I tell this story all the time, man. With my cousin Leah, her uncle. I mean, her dad, my Uncle John. We used to spend the summers with them most of the time, man. So we'll come down to Jacksonville. And me and my brother and big cuz John got in trouble, man. And I was the baby of the crew. So Uncle John said, hey, man, go out there and get a switch. I was like, me? He's like, yeah, get a switch. Man, I came back with the biggest switch ever, dog. It was like, why you get that big old switch, man? I was like, he want to bring nothing small.
A lot of flex in it.
Look, hope he appreciate what I did, man. What me? Boy, they were mad as a fuck. It was too big. He couldn't whoop you with it. It was too big.
No.
You came back with a limb, didn't you?
I came back with a limb, dog. Look, I couldn't even. I had to drag it back. That thing was huge.
Listen, I knew mine was fresh. My mom was coming. It was still green, and it had 2 leaves on the top of it. Like it just look. I ain't gonna take all the leaves off. I was like, God, I never whoop you, you liar. Like, what? Got whelps now.
That is funny. All right, man. Let's jump into.
I know we went into 38 minutes when it was supposed to be 2 minutes, but man, this is golden for your boy, man. I promise you, man. Listen, from both of you and Crystal, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Golly, y'all just don't know. Don't know, bro.
When we say we family, dog, that's what we mean, dog. Like
this
ain't a joke. This ain't a joke.
Let's raise them together. Help me out, man.
That's what we got to get back to, man. That's what we got to get back to. So,
Facts.
All right, man. Hey, great games going on in the NBA today. We have 2 Game 7s. One is over. The Boston Celtics move on. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. Corey and Chicken Green, my brother Dobie, man. Y'all 2 the only ones that I know that picked them. Congratulations. But it was a game that we thought it would be, a series we thought it would be. A game series, tough battle. It looked like Giannis ran out of juice. Yeah. It looked like he ran out of juice, man.
Yo.
Yeah. Tell me what y'all thought about that Game 7, man.
Go ahead, OG.
I think Corey's pick don't count. We had to force him into that.
Hey, messed up, man. Dang.
Yeah, like you said, yeah, I think Giannis just ran out of gas, but But Boston is just on fire today. I think I heard one stat where they said they had been outscored by 50-something points, so just on 3-pointers alone.
Mm-hmm.
Boston not scoring Milwaukee. So, yeah, Boston was just, it was unstoppable. Like I said, yeah, like you said, Giannis just ran out of gas. He tried to be the man the whole series, and it was just too much firepower coming in from Boston. And they had more, like even today, you had Williams, you had Brown, you had Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you just got Giannis. Giannis started out good. I said, "Oh man, it's gonna be a game."
Right.
Giannis.
Then at the halftime, boy, it was over. But the only thing I was weary of is that the coach left the starters in there so long.
Yeah.
All thing I can think about is Embiid. What happened to Embiid at the end of the game? So,
right.
But my brother tried to push the fact that he picked Boston too. I told him I didn't remember that, but
I don't remember that either.
He keeps stressing the fact that he picked Boston. He said he picked Boston to go all the way. So for him picking Boston to go all the way, that means he picked Boston against Milwaukee too. So
I'm about to say all the way. Okay.
So I didn't hear that, but he's sticking with that story. So
look, as a Laker fan, and I know my boy Lil Jon is a Laker fan too. I highly doubt it that he picked the doggone Boston.
He picked the Celtics. Yeah.
All right, Big Corey, tell me your thoughts on it, homie.
Bro, I'm gonna go back to Game 6 when I watched Tatum and Antetokounmpo go ham, 1 for 44 and 1 for 46. I'm talking about shot for shot. I mean, answer for answer. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know Galen been talking about Tatum a lot, and I watched that dude play. I mean, where he had an answer. Like, listen, I'm not gonna be denied. Some of them shots, I'm like, why is he taking it? Nothing but bottom. Antetokounmpo come back the same way, and I was like, that was one of the best games I had ever seen in a Game 6. Then come Game 7, I'm watching Antetokounmpo after the first half had 10 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and after the first quarter, and I was like, this dude is not going to be denied. But like you're saying, Tatum ran out of gas too. He was there, but they had to find somebody outside of that natural rim, and that's what Grant Williams came in with 7 threes. It was just bottoms. You needed somebody to step up. Yeah. Like I said, it was just some great basketball, bro. And big shout out to the Celtics. I know I was reluctant at first. I know OG keep telling me it was like a secondary pick, but I always say this here. I know I wasn't gonna pick the Bucks, but both teams showed me a lot, and I ain't gonna lie, I've gained a lot of respect from Smart. I gained a lot of respect for Tatum, and listen, and a guy that we let go 10 years ago, who is still playing in Al Horford. Yeah. We thought he was done 10 years ago, and this dude is turning back the clock. Big shout out to my man, because I thought he was done too, but he took us the years that we had Al Horford. We went to the playoffs 6 years in a row, 6 years straight. So
he's solid
guy, man, solid. Yeah, no doubt.
He's made a career out of being just a solid player. Everywhere he's gone, he's been solid for him.
And I'll say this here on top of like what we were talking about. At the end of the game, I saw him giving his dad the biggest hug ever. You know what I'm saying? His dad came over there. He took his jersey off, gave it to his dad, gave his dad a solid hug. Dad is still there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was blown away, man. Blown away. We gave that guy away for, I think, two third-round picks, something stupid. But, yeah.
Hell of a series. Congratulations again to the Boston Celtics, man. They pulled it off and a blowout win and at home. They couldn't lose 3 games at home against the Bucks, man, in that series. So great win by them. And like you said, it was more than just Tatum. It was, Williams with 27. He had 7 for 18 from the 3-point line. And then you had like Jay Brown, he had 19. Mark Smart had 11. Then the unsung hero coming off the bench, Pritchard, 14 big points. a lot of them in the fourth quarter, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. That goes along with what you said, OG. They were shooting the lights out from the 3-point line, man.
Yeah,
they were shooting the lights out. But that my brother was telling me that's the type of defense that the Bucks wanted them, they wanted to play. They wanted to force them out of the paint and make them shoot threes, man. And they lived off of it today, man. And it worked for them. So congratulations.
I'm gonna say one more. I'm gonna say one last thing. When I knew that, like the OG said, when I felt like Antetokounmpo had ran out a little bit of gas, he got his shot blocked by I don't know. I don't know if it was Tatum. If somebody blocked the shot, and like it threw it in, like get it out of here. And then he just looking, when you start to kind of look for some help a little bit.
Yeah. And honestly, I saw it in the first quarter when he was 10 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, but he looked tired as a mug. I was like, damn, he looked tired. It's the first quarter.
Did he get a triple double?
Let me see. It looks like he had 20 good Lord, 20 rebounds. Nope. He missed about 1 assist.
Missed it by 1 assist. 20 rebounds?
He went 25 points, 20 rebounds, and 9 assists. And 5 fouls.
Come on with it, man.
I tell you, he was tired. He had 5 fouls. Hey, look at my
on the
dog.
defense.
Look at my dog. James, Little John, and Rodney, Little John. Oh, look,
Lord, it's a bunch of them. Oh, Lord, it's a bunch of them.
Oh, Rodney, that's my dog right here. Who is this man right here with the cowboy hat on? That's
Where you come from?
Hey. Yeah, turn your mic back on, OG.
that's our cousin Quentin.
Quentin, what's up, big homie?
What's up, man?
Quinn, how you get that hat, man?
Hey, that's my dog. Hey, I love you, dog. Welcome to the show, man.
It's in my blood. I got blue blood. I got stars in my eyes. It's been that way a long time. But listen, guys, listen. This is my first time listening to the show, and I love it.
Awesome.
He just subscribed too. We're on our golf trip, and every one of the activities is best dressed. And we would like y'all to be the judge for who's best dressed tonight. Just take a quick peek.
I gotta see it.
I can tell you right now. My dog Q.
No, you can't be partial, G.
G's impartial.
Man,
G is impartial.
I know, right? Let me see what y'all got. Let's see what's happening.
All right, Chuck.
1, 3.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
All right, Chuck on that 1-7. Okay.
You know who that is, right?
We rocking the Doug Williams.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Ooh, that's Doug Williams. That's Doug. Oh, Doug.
That's Doug. Okay.
Can we unplug? Can we unplug, Chuck?
That's what Rodney got.
Rodney rocking the Mean Joe Green.
Right, let me see that 75. That's that Mean Joe?
Mean Joe. He rocking the Mean Joe.
Mean Joe, 75. Okay.
That's pretty fresh.
That Marino.
Wait a minute. So this man got on a long sleeve jersey? Is that
a long sleeve though?
He got a long sleeve.
Why are you long sleeving?
It's blue and green hat.
Because it's signed. It's signed. It's a signed jersey.
He got a blue and a green hat. That don't even match.
You ain't even matching. Watch out.
He ain't even.
Move to the side.
He laughed.
Then
He
long
laughed.
sleeve.
He laughed.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let me see.
Oh, that's that 22 set. Okay. With that
from 1920.
Look at hey. Turn
around.
Oh yeah. You see the patch?
Turn around.
I don't know what's on the back. Oh, that almost went
that
up.
Nobody fall over.
Yeah.
Look. Hey, look, showing his ass.
Hey, and by the way, this is the original throwback hardwood.
That's the okay. Hey.
Yeah. Mention the
nest. What's that mention the nest there?
Rodney got one of them.
Rodney got one too.
Not sure the tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's vote. Let's vote real quick, man. All right. Let me see who you. D, don't be impartial. Go with what looked the best. Which one looked the best? Which one looks the best?
Oh yeah. Hey, that's my. I'm going with Q, dog.
There you go.
I'm going with Q, dog. I'm
going with Rodney, man. I'm going with Rodney. I like that
You like Rodney's?
Let's
You like
throw back
Rodney's?
that Mitchell and this too now.
It's man. You know what?
Yeah, yours
But then-
Mitchell is too.
then-
I don't
Yeah.
like the way the hat. I don't like the hat. Let me see the hat.
Chuck, that was Quentin. This from K&G. That was Quentin.
He said the game. He said the game.
It's like when K&G jersey came from K&G clearance rack. It was on clearance.
It was on clearance at K&G. Hey,
It was $7.99 plus tax.
they said that Ross for less jersey.
Okay, so we.
Y'all see the signature.
Hey,
Hey,
man,
hey, you get an
I thought
extra
it said
bucket.
marinara sauce on the back of it. It ain't say
You get an
burrito,
extra
it's
bucket.
marinara sauce.
Wait a minute.
What
Wait a
we'll do by the end of the show, man, we're gonna have the our family out here in the chat, man. We're gonna have them pick who was the best dressed. And at the end of the show, man, whoever has the most votes, they'll win. How about that?
I signed Pee Wee jersey.
All right.
This is blasphemy.
Hey,
All right, fellas.
All right, my dog. Appreciate you.
I got ambush, man.
a bunch of y'all.
I love it. I love it. All right, so everybody in the chat, man. Lil Chris,
Hey.
Matt Thompson, Brandon Buchanan, Kanisha Davis, Crystal Wright. I know y'all out there. Go leader. Hey, make your pick. Put your vote in for who is the best dressed over there at the Little John's family golf tournament. The boys' night out, man. Let us know who y'all think won.
I'm gonna go on and put mine in right now. If I had to put a fit together, man, like I said, if I'm going out, I ain't gonna lie. That Mean Joe had me, man. I like the hat in the top, man.
That Mean Joe was tough with the hat.
Mean Joe.
That
with
was
the
tough.
hat.
We got 3 Qs though. We got 3 Qs already.
Hey.
Oh man, look, them. Hey man, y'all ain't doing it right, man.
Hey. No.
And
I'm
Michael Wolf.
gonna tell you why Q was disqualified.
Why?
He was the only one that didn't have the name on the back of the jersey. How you know who that is?
It didn't have Dorset on the back.
No.
It had his
What?
name on the back of it. He put his name on it.
Hey, how we know? Hey, look, how we know it's how we know it's Dorset?
Everybody else was authentic. Mitchell and Ness.
It's 33, baby.
I get that Kmart Cowboy.
Hey, who was my man of 33 before? Just before your time, G. But was it
33.
It was something else for 33 before Dorset. What was Calvin Hill number?
33.
Calvin Hill.
Could have been Calvin Hill.
Oh, that's Kevin Hill. That's even better.
But
Look,
they had no name on the back of it.
it had something on there. It was short though.
A little simple.
Dorset.
A little simple.
Michael Wolf to change his pick, dog. He done changed his pick.
Damn, me and Joe Green. Hey, I don't know. Look, who 33 is? Who's a famous 33? Some Scottie Pippins, Alonzo Mourning. I want to know who that dude is.
Hey, I knew they was plotting something because they was making too much noise, and I heard them coming down the stairs. That's why I muted my mic because I knew they was about to come in here.
That wasn't a K&G Cowboy.
Because said, man, you can't have a fake 33, dog.
Man.
33.
Oh man, that's messed up. It's a fake 33. Okay, so hey man, Q out, bro. Q out, man.
Q out,
You gotta
Q
represent
out.
with a name on it, bro.
No.
Can't be no name.
Hey, my boy. Hey, welcome to the show, Carlos. Carlos said Beantown,
Beantown.
baby. Yes, sir. They pulled it out, man. He's another one who said they was gonna win it. He another Celtics fan, man. Welcome to the show, big homie. Congratulations. All right, so we have now this Phoenix Dallas.
No. Go back. Go back to the one of
going there
that's
again?
going to
We going back
go
to
to
Boston?
Warriors. No.
Oh, the Warriors. My bad.
No,
Well,
no.
we talking about the game today, I thought.
Oh, I'm just saying okay. My bad.
Okay.
I'm following you.
Okay. So I know last week y'all was saying, I was saying, hey man, I think the Mavericks might do something to him, dog.
So far, what you got?
Right now, the Mavs up 24 points right now.
Wow.
50-27.
51-27, dog.
And that's at Phoenix.
51-20.
That's at Phoenix. At Phoenix.
And this thing is knotted up 3-3.
It's this game 7, dog.
It's game 7.
This game 7. Did y'all know that Chris Paul is 0-7 in game 7s?
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, I remember that stat. One was a part of there was a there's a referee that's done referee like 14 of his games on this type of situation on a game 7. Is that guy in the game right now? But I know it's one referee that just ain't.
I don't know that referee's there, but I'm gonna tell you somebody who is. Luka
Doncic. And this is in the second, right?
It's just in the second. Oh, hey, welcome to the show, Albert Scott, my dog. Welcome to the show, big homie.
So this is a question right now that I guess we're gonna ask each other. Who would you rather see, up against the Warriors right now? I know the Mavericks, they're putting their hand down, putting the pimp hand down on the Suns, but does that? Who did I pick? I think we all picked the Suns. Then you picked the Mavericks.
I picked the Suns, but I thought the Mavericks could win. But I was like, nah, I just
don't count. They don't count. You can't use that. Can't do that. I thought that they would win. Why do that?
I was on the fence.
But your pick was the Suns.
But I went over to the Suns side by accident. The wind blew me over there. I was going fast.
He's saying that now because the score is 54-27.
Because I thought they could win.
57-27. It's a 30-point lead now.
This is over. This is done.
Golly.
So let's ask the question. My bad. Go ahead, OG.
Go ahead, Corey. You already started. What's the question?
So let's ask the question. Can the Mavericks beat Golden State?
No.
Let's give props where the props are due, man. Jason Kidd is doing a hell of a job over there. Jason Kidd is doing a heck of a job over there, y'all. We might have to. We said it before earlier in the season that he's doing a great job, and my boy Big Country shot me down. He said, oh man, they only 3 games better than they were last year, or they got the same record or something, same spot they were last. He's made a difference on that team.
He's showing Luka how to listen. He's showing Luka how to play too.
There he is. There you go.
He's showing Luka how to run that point,
run that team.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
This the same Jason Kidd that's with the Lakers, and y'all let him leave.
We let him go too early. We were supposed to keep him.
I just thought I'd put that out there.
Ooh, look here. This boy
hey.
Arlo's trying to start something.
Hold up, Mr. Edwards.
Luka is better than Trae Young. I keep telling everybody this.
So now you're saying Luka is better than Trae Young. Now you was saying you was on Trae Young.
That's what Carlos said.
Okay.
What Carlos said, yeah.
Okay.
Carlos, you don't. Hey man,
he about to get a little disrespectful on here, y'all. Just let y'all know.
He about to get disrespectful. Don't do that. Don't do that, Lokes. Listen. The debate, like I said, we can have a debate. They won the same draft, 1 and 2, I think, if it was right, or 2 and 3, something like that. It was a trade. We could have had Luka also, but we chose our guy. But they're 2 different types of points. Luka can box you out, and he can, he's a more of a Magic Johnson type point.
Mm-hmm.
We have an Isaiah type point. You see what I'm saying? So they're 2 different type of point guards. So don't do that. Don't hate on my Hawks. You know what I'm saying? When they made that trade, no, we didn't. We got our guy. So to bring that out of nowhere, out of air, listen. You know what, man?
But is Magic is Isaiah as good as Magic?
Isaiah got 2. I mean, I'm not saying he's as good as Magic, but Isaiah, He
Okay,
led
man,
a different type of team.
That's what you just compared them to. So that's basically what he just
I'm
said.
just saying.
Luke is
No,
better.
you had a Showtime guy, and you had a Bad Boys guy, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, Showtime Magic, Bad Boys Isaiah. I think I got a hater. You know, like I said, guys want to hate on my guy.
Right.
He still, you know, he feeds on that. Luka, I mean, now I ain't gonna lie, Luka, you know, he talking trash too. Now you showing me a little difference in Luka. I'm looking at him. He talk trash too, but he's a big guy. He's 6'10", right? You know,
He up there. He's like 6'7".
Yeah, he's a taller guy. Now, my guys are fast, you know, cutting, slashing to the hoop, you know, long. They're two different types of guys. That's what I'm saying. So don't do that. Don't jump on my man. Hold on, Lo.
He said Trey too small. He said Trey too small.
Hey man, do something else, man. Do something else, man. I wasn't ready for that. Come on,
We ain't ready for that talk. We ain't ready for that talk.
I know.
All right. So, all right. We got two teams over waiting for these two teams to win. Well, we already know one, the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. They're talking about it in the chat right now. They're saying, hey, this might be a tougher matchup for the Celtics than the Bucks were. I don't think so. I actually think this is going to be an easier matchup for the Celtics than the Bucks were.
You think that the Celtics is going to run through the Heat?
I think so.
You think they're going to run through them?
4-2.
So that's what I was going to say. We need to go ahead and predict who think will win that series because they play Tuesday. So you predicting 4-2.
And I told my brother this. I think the toughest matchup for the Celtics were the Bucks. I think now it's all downhill for them.
But my only concern would be, you know, we talked about how the Celtics Buck game, how each game except for the day was just so back and forth and bruising and whatever the case may be. You know, Smart hit the floor I don't know how many times. Mm-hmm. Brown bounced up off the floor I don't know how many times. Mm-hmm. Miami's been sitting back waiting. So is Boston going to have the same enthusiasm, which they may because it's for going to the finals. But did this take a little bit out of Boston going to play Miami?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's like you said, this was a 1980, 1990 series.
Right.
All the games were what, 4 or 5 points into this last game.
Yeah.
And then they weren't getting over 105, 106 points per yeah. So I
want to show y'all something that I saw the other day. My man on the Miami Heat, Jimmy Buckets. So he's coming in the stadium. Well, he's coming in after they mop up, you know, the series. Let me show y'all. So hold up. He was hollering at most of the game, you know. Tobias Harris over me, you know, like he was taking it personal. So now, like you said, hey Carlos, you keep on talking about young man. Hey, man, watch out, man. Get on out of here, man. Yeah. But Jimmy Butler is the transmission to this car, you know, to this. He's the motivator on this squad. I think it's a good series, like you said. But I ain't picking right now. We ain't picking yet, are we?
You got to pick before two, and they play Tuesday. You want to make up the wins, so you got to pick.
We got to pick. All right, I'm gonna stick with the C's, man.
Okay.
And you going to Boston too, huh?
I'm going to Boston too as well.
You know, most of the season I've been riding with Jimmy Buckets. I can't stop riding with Jimmy Buckets right now.
That's true.
You know what, G?
I'm sticking with Jimmy Buckets.
You know what, man? Because I think I've been riding with you too, right? We've been talking about Jimmy Buckets all year, right?
Yeah, that's y'all.
Right. You're right. You know what, Charlie? You're right, man. Buckets. Heat.
Oh, you changing up on me.
Heat. Heat.
Corey,
I'm going
oh,
Heat,
look,
man.
just say you messed up, buddy. You just messed up. Look.
Where y'all get that dude from, man? Where y'all get that dude?
This is my homeboy here, man. Low. Hey, we used to play ball.
Somebody get it.
We used to run them UPS tournaments back in the day together, man.
Okay.
My dog.
Somebody get Mr. Bean time. I'm off the tape because you done jumped on my homeboy. Get out. Hey, man. Heat and 6.
Low said he not confident about that pick. You ain't confident about that pick.
Heat and 6. I'm riding with it. Heat and 6.
All right. Over in the West, man, the Warriors. They knocked off a undermanned Memphis team who gave them all they can handle, man. Gave them all they can handle. They were missing a key piece, but they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back, man. They are
missing a key piece.
21-2. 21-2. 21-2.
At the time, they were 21-2, but you saw now they're like 21-6 without them. You saw they kept on changing it.
But your big thing was all year long.
Yeah.
They can win without Ja. They was 21-2.
They did. They did.
But they couldn't win when it counted.
Look, they was right there, dog. They were right there, man.
They was right there. They was right there until Curry hit that 3-pointer on the sideline. You know what he said? He said, night.
Bad shot. Dylan Brooks was killing them, dog.
You know, you saw Curry did. Night.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Man, but that was some great shooting. I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lie to you. Memphis showed me another side of them. Them boys, they're gonna be good next year too. Like I think Brooks had said, I don't know if it was Brooks or Bain. I think it may have been Bain. Bain says they know that we're coming next year.
Yeah.
They know they're getting older, we're getting younger, we're getting more hungrier. They know we're coming next year. Now, I'm still on the fence as to are they better with Ja or without? Because look, without Ja, Bain, Brooks, and I forget, them boys got the green light to shoot it, and they were shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Ja's in the game, he runs the point. You know what I'm saying? So I think is it Jones that's running the point when he's out?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name that runs the point?
Yeah. Jones from Duke.
Jones is dishing it to the hot hand. Morant has to get his. He gonna get his. 35, 10, and a few assists. These boys are shooting and playing hard without him in the lineup. I'm still on the fence as does Ja make them better?
Yeah, he make them better. They need that closer, man.
Is he a closer?
Yeah, he's a closer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He a closer? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, Brooks and Bain are both good. But if you have Ja, Brooks, and Bain, and you bring in Ja's Batman, I'm telling you.
But let's go back to your statement though. To 21-6 or 22-6, whatever it is. What does that still mean though? Are they just good? They're good anyway, but they're just better with Ja. Is what you're saying?
No, he was basically trying to say that they can win without Ja.
They're better with him. They're definitely better with him.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely better with him. I didn't think they would win the series without him, but I thought they would. They had a chance to win. Well, I thought he was gonna come back. I thought he was gonna come back in Game 7.
You picked them to go to the. Yeah, you picked them to go.
That was with Ja.
Hey, you can't do that.
I mean, I still thought they was gonna win, but I thought Ja was gonna play.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, come get your son. Come get your son. No, you did. No, you did. You get that. You the one gave us the stat. You the one who gave us that first stat, that 22-3 or what? 21. You gave us that.
Right.
Because you remember the first time you predicted that, and I asked you, do you want something to drink with that crow?
Right. I told y'all they was gonna make it a game 7. I thought y'all was gonna be back in that game 7. That's all it was. That's all I'm saying, y'all.
It didn't go to game 7 though.
They didn't. No, because they didn't make it. But they almost did. I think if they would have made game 7, y'all would have been there.
I almost hit the lottery, but I missed it by 2 numbers.
So did I.
I know, right?
That's my point, right there.
But then you gotta look at it like this too. In that fourth quarter, how the Warriors stepped up and showed them what a playoff caliber team is. At some point, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you how. I think me and G was still texting at 12:30 at night after the game. It's been a while since I've seen a true big 3 do their thing. Draymond blocked, and then he started going down the way. Klay Thompson, Mr. 6, what do you say? Mr. Game 6.
Game 6, Mr. Game 6.
Mr. Game 6, yeah. And then Steph was like, I'm finna show you. I'm pulling at this point. Then I'm gonna tell you something else. Looney, 23 boards, and 7 assists. Them boys were playing. I'm giving it to him.
Don't need Poole up.
Yeah.
Poole got a green light too. Yeah. I'm even Wiggins. Wiggins was playing hard on the D end,
Wiggins actually turned that game around.
Yeah, because on that steal.
Yeah, on that steal. He was playing poorly. And as soon as Richard Jefferson said, he got to step it up. He got that steal. Then he came back with a 3. Then he hit another 3. I think he went for 14 points in that fourth quarter, man. And he turned the game around. Yeah, because Memphis had the momentum at that point, man. They all came and they all played well. Hey, let's welcome my dog A to the Z Media Network to the show, man. Welcome, Big Country, Big Dog. He said Luka going stupid. The Slovenian stallion is on fire. My dad said something earlier, man. He said something about the Warriors won't be able to handle the physicality of the Dallas Mavericks. Do y'all agree with that?
No.
Wow. Wow. Who is it that plays so physical?
Who have they played that physical?
No. Who on Dallas team that plays so physical?
Luka. Luka plays physical on the offensive side, man.
That's him by himself. I mean,
yeah, you know who's gonna be playing Luka, right? Probably.
Who? Draymond?
No.
You putting Draymond on him?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
Klay Thompson?
Yep.
He's too small.
He ain't too small. How tall is Klay Thompson? Klay Thompson about 6'6" or 7".
About
6'6",
right?
Yeah.
He about to get a
but I don't.
Luka's not.
Who would you put on Luka? Huh?
Luka's not physical.
They gonna put Wiggins on him. Watch.
But Luka's not physical.
On the offensive side, I think he is.
That's what I'm saying. Dallas is no more physical than the Warriors are, and the Warriors will have too much firepower for them.
Okay, all right. So you already said the Warriors going to the final anyway. So we already know that, right?
So how many people really scoring for Dallas tonight?
Let's see.
Well, actually, you got 2 people. You got Luka and you got Dinwiddie or whatever his name is.
Dinwiddie had been playing horrible all series.
So those are the main 2 scoring tonight.
Yeah, Luka got 27. God,
that's what I'm saying. So really, you're gonna have 2 going up against a 3.5, 4-head monster.
Wait a minute. Wait. Luka got as many points as the Phoenix Suns, dog.
Luka got the same amount of points as the Suns.
Almighty.
Yeah. That won't happen. That won't happen in San Francisco.
I think what they're gonna do is, and I'm just going with what I'm thinking, like the players that the Warriors will put on Luka, they're gonna probably switch up Otto Porter. They're gonna switch up, like I said, Wiggins, and probably a little bit of Poole. You gotta have to just beat him down. You know what I'm saying? Because one guy ain't gonna beat the Warriors.
One guy can't do it.
No, not one guy.
Yeah.
Luka got him in 7. Bullock, Finney,
Luka got the war. You said Luka got the Warriors in 7?
That's what A to Z saying.
Oh,
he said.
So he said he got the Warriors in 7.
I think he's talking about he got the Mavericks to 7 right now against them.
Maverick. Oh, okay.
Bullock, Finney, Smith, Frank, Nikita, Keebler, all good shooters and defenders. Stop the blasphemy, hate on Luka. Dude's a beast. Y'all will see.
I'm not saying he's not a beast. I'm just saying that
wait a
Dallas
minute.
will not be Golden State.
Wait, my dad says, no, young man. Dallas in 6.
Okay. Okay. All I can say is time will tell.
Time will tell.
Am I missing something on their squad? Who do they have? You know what I'm saying? Am I missing something?
Hey, you forget Brunson. He ain't even got off yet.
Okay, so they got Luka Doncic, Brunson, Powell, Bullock, Finney. I'm talking about, but I don't see it, Mr. Wright. I don't see it.
God almighty, they got 62 points on them. No. Okay.
So hold up, but maybe we're not asking the right question right now in this game. What's going on with Phoenix? Where where's like you said, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Where they at right now?
But
my guy said that 3-headed monarch. Whoa. He said, whoa.
And yes, Mavs beat Kenny Smith will stay with Clay.
He called them overrated Warriors.
Clay is washed. Wiggins is overrated. Are we watching the same teams? I must be watching the wrong channels or something.
Look, I'm right there. I'm like, well, man,
And yes, the Mavs beat the overrated Warriors in 7. Damn, and he got them beating them in San Francisco.
In Game 7.
In Game 7. Dang.
See, some people in here just being disrespectful, man.
Kenny Smith will stay with Clay. Kenny Smith.
I love Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith from North Carolina. But Kenny Smith can't even run. How he gonna say Kenny Smith can stay with Clay? Shaq, in most cases, Charles Barkley and Shaq almost outrun him to the Bulls sometimes.
So Dallas finished the season off 52-30, which is respectable.
Respectable.
You know what I'm saying? Respectable. Phoenix 64-18, and they're getting sent to the woodshed right now.
Yeah.
So let me throw, like I said, and I ain't gonna even lie to you, cuz I mean, Finney Smith or whatever, Bullock, Powell, Brunson, Doncic. That's their starting 5. And I ain't heard but 1 out of 4. 1 out of 5.
Crowder,
tell me.
Crowder's starting 5, right? Is Crowder starting 5?
Yeah,
I'm looking at Suns. I'm looking at the Suns. My bad.
No, I'm talking for the Mavericks.
Okay. Yeah.
Bullock, Powell, Brunson, Doncic, and then Finney Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know him. I don't know him. So it's hard for me to talk bad about him because I don't know their squad.
And this is what I was saying about the coach over there. He's
making it happen.
He's making it happen, man. He's getting the most out of everybody out there. And what you don't need is you don't need all them players to play well every game. You just need them to play well every once in a while. Don Finney had a big game, like Game 3. Bullock had like a big game in 2. Brunson had a big game in 1 of them. You know what I mean?
So you pro Dallas. You pro Dallas too.
So check out the stats right now. Okay, so this is what's happening right now with the score being 62-27. With the score being 62-27. All right, so Finney Smith is 0 for 2. Bullock is 0 for 3. Power is 1 for 1. Brunson 3 for 9 on this. This is his field goal. Doncic is 9 for 12. Dinwiddie 7 for 10. Everybody else, and then Keith Kleber 1 for 1. Burton is 0 for 2. It's 2 people beating this whole squad, is what I'm saying. It's 2 dudes.
That's my point. That's the point I'm making.
But you got
Okay.
to remember, this is a series. So what I'm saying, one of these games, your star is going to show out and win you a game, right? We always say that. Your star is going to win you probably 2 games in a series, right? This is the game that their star is winning the game for them. In them other games, you had the other people show up. You know what I'm saying? One game you had Brunson. One game you had Bullock. One game you had Finney when he had all them threes. So all you need is 2 of them other games because your superstar is going to show up in 2 of them. This is one of them.
Can you do that? Can you do that to the Warriors though? Mr.
Superstar?
Larry Wright, can you do that to the Warriors though?
So what you're saying, G, is so now we're throwing that word superstar. So you're saying other than Luka that they have other superstars on this team.
No, Luka's the only super. I'm saying you need your
Role players.
Role players to have
Okay.
a good game. Not every game, but you need them to have a good game in one game. Not all at the same time. And what happens is your role players, they all have a good game at the same time. You can't expect it to happen every the rest of the
Big Zach, I'm not saying that these are the Warriors are old, but I'm just saying this is the Warriors. What they did was they plugged in around Draymond, Clay, and Steph a bunch of good role players. Also, they got a bunch of good ones. They got some good guys that can make some good plays. But goodness gracious, it's 31-65 right now.
Man,
now I'll say this here. After game 5 when Memphis had gave the Warriors that molly whopping by 39?
Yeah.
It's possible. It is. But it woke him up. I say that too. Don't poke the bear. I still got the Warriors going to the finals.
Okay. So you got the Warriors and Warriors.
Yeah. So G, we always know who you got because you always want to come out with your little facts about the team that you believe in. So let me understand this. So you saying that Dallas's team and role players is better than the Warriors team and role players. That's what you're basically saying.
Honestly, this is what I'm gonna say right now. I don't think their role players are better. I think the Warriors have the better team.
But who you picking?
I think.
Oh my God. Okay.
I
get ready, family.
Let me say this. And people don't talk enough about the coaching job that Jason Kidd is doing. Okay. I think Jason Kidd is going to coach this team to a win over the Warriors, man. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Hey, I've been wrong twice already.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Look, I've been wrong twice already. I'm gonna keep going. Look, what he said, keep throwing it out. So someone's gonna be right one of these times too.
So me and Corey got the Heat. You got Boston. Me and Corey got the Warriors, and you got Dallas.
A natural hater, natural born hater, natural.
Which I knew he's gonna pull for Dallas because it's Dallas. Right. He pretty much got to.
Yeah. The one thing I can say now, Mr. Larry Wright, I'm gonna agree with you on when he said that the Warriors are a horrible team, horrible as a team rebounding. Now, I'll say this here, because they're small, they make some terrible passes at sometimes. Them cross court passes. I mean, that series with Memphis. I mean, I seen some terrible rebounding and passing that I can agree with. But the one thing they can do is score. They can shoot. And that is a difference when you got guys that are going 0 for 2, 0 for 4, 0 for that ain't happening with the Warriors. And if when you get to San Francisco,
and then let's not leave at that championship pedigree.
Yeah. You're right about that. We can't leave that out.
It's not like they have been there before.
They better have Steve Kerr coaching. I'll tell you that much. Because Mike Brown gonna coach them right to a loss.
He wasn't ready. He said he wasn't ready. He said he had to go grab that book. He said, I'm a defensive guy. And the defense was letting him down. He admitted that. He's like, listen. He said something to Draymond that had me dying laughing. He said, help me. Like, help me out there. You know, as far as defense. And Draymond was like, all right, I got you. Hey, help me.
And you know, so you gotta have these great players that show up in big games, man. And the big dogs will show up. And to win a championship, man, you have to have a big dog. I don't think the Suns have a big dog, so I think that's why they're in trouble now. But we talked about big dogs being in the Hall of Fame. Oh, he clears health and safety protocol. Okay, good. We talked about big stars being in the Hall of Fame and winning that chip. And we got into a small debate on the last show, man. Well, a couple shows ago that we never finished up, man. I know we have like 5 minutes and we didn't get into our football, and I apologize. But let's jump into this. Let's jump into this right here, man. I know we had to talk about this because we have two people that disagree. So
no, we got one person that disagree.
Yeah, one person disagree. You and Corey on the same page.
Yeah. In the Hall of Fame, the pecking order. Is there now? This is my thing with it. These are top dogs. These are competitive. You think just because they enter into the same room that they all feel like they're on the same level still? Now we all on the same level of playing field? Hell no. There's a pecking order that's inside that room, and it still is.
So, okay, I'll let you finish.
No, I'm finished. I see you got something to say about that.
So, Corey, you want to say something first, or?
Listen, I'm on the same page with G. Listen, I think I painted a great picture for you and I was using Cowboys, and I don't normally do that. But like I said, if you come into a room and sitting at that table, like I said, I got Aikman, I got Smith, I got the playmaker, throw in a little Dion in there, throw in, you know, like I said, and we all sitting there studded, covered, you know, like how I said at Waffle House, scattered, covered, and chunked on our hands, and then you come up with just your jacket on. You can't sit here. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah.
Come on. So let me ask. I'm gonna ask both of y'all one question. So when they get elected to the hall, do they when they get elected to the hall, do they say you in pecking order number 50? I'm in pecking order number 70. Other person over here in pecking order number 100. Is that mentioned at any time when anybody goes into the hall? When that dude knocks on your door and he said you have been elected to go to the Hall of Fame, but you are in pecking order number 200. Is that ever said? I'm just asking you. No. I'm just asking you to answer the question. All that requires is a yes or a no answer. That's all that requires. No elaboration, just yes or no.
Look,
I'm not
no elaboration. No. Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
What was understood does not need to be said.
G. I'm not asking you. You may think $1 million get you retired. I may not.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't count. All I'm asking you is to give me a yes or no answer. That's all I'm asking.
You simplifying it.
No.
I'm not.
No,
Look,
we didn't know.
No, that's no. But it's not so they don't put the pecking order. It's the players. The players give the pecking order. It's not the media that gives the pecking order. It's the players inside. That's why Chuck said, when I come in there, I can't sit at the table with Mike.
Let me ask you this.
I can't sit at the table with Elijah Wan.
Okay, let me ask you this. You remember you put out there this best commercial ever? when somebody when they're at the banquet and somebody says fumble.
Yeah.
Do you remember
everybody going after the ball and all that? Yeah.
Do you remember who was at those tables before they started that?
Yeah.
Who was at the tables?
It first started with Marshawn Lynch. Then you had Jerry Rice. You had Michael Singletary.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop right there.
All right.
So we got Marshawn Lynch, Jerry Rice, and Singletary. Right?
Right.
So how many rings did Jerry Rice have?
4.
4.
5. 5. Okay.
4 or 5.
And how many does the Singletary have?
3.
1 or 2.
I thought it was 3. Wait, okay, let's go with 2.
Singletary got 2.
With the Bears?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sure you got 2?
Okay.
I'll look it up. Hold up. Mike Singletary.
Look it up. And then how many Marshawn Lynch had?
1.
1. So I got what? You said how many for Jerry Rice? 4? So I got 4, 1, and maybe 1 or 2.
Okay.
So does that fall into your pecking order?
No. That doesn't. No. The pecking order is so this.
Singletary got 1.
So big
What'd
country.
What you say, Corey?
Singletary got 1.
That's what I thought.
No, you said you had 2.
No, I didn't say that.
You said Singletary had 2.
No, I didn't. You and because I'm trying to make a point that Marshawn Lynch and Singletary don't have 1, but they're at the same table with Jerry Rice. So I didn't say he had 2. Y'all were saying he had 2.
Oh, no. Oh, you talking about from the commercial?
Yeah.
Oh no. Don't use the commercial. The commercial was for.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Where is this pecking order documented?
Inside the locker room.
Brandon Buchanan said it best. I think the players know the order.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and then Zach came out and said, "What's understood doesn't need to be said." You know you won't quote the city.
All this is speculation. All it is speculation.
So what you?
No.
I say pecan. You say pecan.
No.
That's all it is.
Answer this. So Big Country asks you. So what you're saying is Tony Kukoc is on MJ level because they're both Hall of Famers?
Is he on MJ's level? Level as far as talent? No,
Hall of Fame. We're talking about Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna tell you why he can sit at the table with MJ. You want to tell you why?
Why?
You take away Kukoc, you take away Steve Kerr, you take away Tony Pittman, and what you think Jordan gonna have? What did he have before they got there? And Jordan, my boy, but what did he have before they got there? This goes back to Batman and Robin. That's just like when you see these. Hold on, let me finish.
Before Tony Kukoc.
Let me finish. That's just like when you see these big time people make it to the hall, right? Who they go back and thank for the people that hadn't made it yet? They think they're Batmans. They think they Batmans that they help them get there.
Okay.
And let me say this: I can put Tony Kukoc at the table. I'm okay with that because he got rings. I'm okay with that, but I'm not putting Patrick Ewing up there. Patrick Ewing.
See, now we're contradicting ourselves. First, we just said
it's always been the rings. It's always been the rings.
But no, just a few minutes ago, y'all said few minutes ago, Big Country trying to say as though Kukoc couldn't be there. But now you come back and say he can.
Now, how many rings does Kukoc has? Kukoc has 1 ring, right? He got 3.
He got 3. No. At first, I wish you could roll back the comments. At first, it was like Kukoc couldn't be there because he's not on the level with Jordan. But now we're saying he can be there. So either he can or he can't.
I'm okay with Kukoc.
Now he can.
Okay, so this is how I look at it.
For me.
Let's say if you are at the table, like say, and this is just how I'm looking at it, right? Say Jordan is sitting at the table and Kukoc is sitting there, right?
Now he don't agree with us. Now he don't agree with us.
So check me out. So say and Kukoc is sitting there, and Kareem walk in. Hey, Kukoc, hey, sit up for a second. Hey, move over for a second. There's a pecking order. Kareem sits. You see what I'm saying? 5 rings. You know, like, and I'm just going with the greatness of, you know, like you said, how they say the players know. Kukoc is good.
you did also. You got 3 off MJ, but at the same time, if Mr. Sky Hook walks in, or let's say if Magic walk in at the table, and Kukoc is sitting there, get up, because there is a pecking order.
BS.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Tony, get up for a second, man. Move right there. You still close by.
Man,
You
I'm
still
tell-
close by.
No, I'm telling
Now-
you, if I'm a
Now
man,
hold tight.
and you feel like I'm not going
Now hold
nowhere.
tight. Now hold tight. Now if MJ, now if Tony walking in, Tony Kukoc is walking in, and he got Charles Barkley and like you said, Patrick Ewing walking with him. Kukoc walks a little further up.
Right. To go to his table.
Fellas.
Yeah.
I got your
His
jacket
table,
on.
his table towards the stage.
So yeah, he's moving up a little further.
Yeah, they table close to the bathroom
Yeah.
where you walk
Hey
in.
man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Yeah, next to the fire extinguisher. You
Right,
know,
right.
you,
So who-
you next to the curtains by the wall.
So other than Jordan, and let's say Kareem, and let's say Kobe and maybe LeBron. Who else? LeBron not in there yet. Let's say Kobe, Jordan, and Kareem. Who else gonna be at that table at the front?
At the front.
Yeah.
Magic, you throw Magic up there.
That's
Bird.
it. Can Robert Ory be there?
Bird. Who?
No, he's
Robert
not in
Horry.
the Hall of Fame. Robert
He
Horry's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's not in the Hall of
Robert
Fame.
ain't got no
He's in the Hall of
jacket.
Fame.
Okay.
He ain't
Okay.
got no jacket. He
Okay,
do
he
have
got-
it. He
he
got the
can't-
hardware. Let me
Okay.
tell you what Robert Ory gonna get in when he like 80 years old, and they go, you know what? He need to be put in the hall.
So if y'all saying the pecking order is based on rings.
It pushes you up to the front of the
No.
stage to watch the show.
Again, this is
Your
a yes or
ticket
no
is
answer.
better.
Hey, so let's break it down for the people out there in the chat, man, because I don't really understand. We're not saying these players are better than them because they have rings. We are saying in the Hall of Fame that you make it into the Hall of Fame. Now, there are certain places that, like what Charles Barkley said on the show on TNT, that he wasn't allowed to go sit at the table where the players who had rings, he wasn't allowed to sit with them. So that's where we got this conversation from. So I'm not saying that Brian Scalabrine is better than Charles Barkley. I'm saying once you get that gold jacket, there's a pecking order when you get inside that hall. There's a pecking order when you walk in there. You got to go.
Ticket is different.
Yeah, it's different. You can come to the party, of course, but look,
your ticket.
like my boy Corey said, man, when they're walking to their table, some people just walk a little further.
My
Some
ticket,
people-
yeah, my ticket. Hey, I got better seats than yours.
So I mean, you got a different jacket.
Where your shirt at? Where
You're
your shirt
foul.
at?
Foul.
That mean you got a different jacket.
I'm doing laundry, man. You're
That
foul.
mean you have a different jacket.
Hey,
No.
let's welcome Big Country to the show, man. He
What's
was
up?
a little hot in the chat
Big,
line.
hey, big
Yeah.
naked. The
I'm
big
heated.
naked.
I'm heated at G right now because this man said Tony Kukoc can sit at a table that Big Pat can't because of rings. Something
Hey,
is
man.
wrong there.
Hey,
You're full of it.
hey,
That's what I've been trying to
Tony
tell you.
Kukoc can hold Pat
is Tony
Ewing's jockstrap.
Kukoc in the Hall of Fame?
Huh?
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Pat?
No, Tony Kukoc.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
He
yeah,
got it last year.
He got to walk in without. Sorry, Pat, you got to sit back there. I'm sorry.
No,
See-
he rode Michael Jordan's coattails. No, that's a team accomplishment.
No,
But he got him.
he
Hey,
got him.
But he literally rode Pat. No, Tony Kukoc. What? Hall of Fame is an individual talent. Do you use rings to do? Hold on.
But he made it into the Hall of Fame. That's your individual stat. You made it into the Hall of Fame. That's your individual stat, right?
Are we using rings as an individual stat line to determine
Yeah.
who's the best player
In the
who
Hall
can
of
sit at
Fame.
the table?
In the Hall
So
of Fame.
MJ and Kobe can't hold Robert Ory's jockstrap then.
No, we said in the Hall of Fame. Robert Ory's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Well, Bill Russell is. So that means he's better than MJ and Kobe?
No, we're not
Bill
saying they're
Russell also
better.
got 10 rings.
Right. We're saying
11.
Bill Russell can sit at that
11.
table. I don't have a problem with that. It's tables. There's tables that you can sit at. Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley sit at the same table, and Allen Iverson. They all sit
All right,
at the
let
same
me-
table.
They're all
All right,
three
let me-
better than Tony Kukoc.
Right. But listen,
Hey,
my
Papa.
that ticket is Okay, let me give you my table. All right, so let me throw them a few out. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. Let's go with Chris Paul. You know, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, which is one of my favorite. Allen Iverson, John Stockton, Dominique, Allen, Steve Nash, Harden. I guess he's gonna probably be there. I mean, they're gonna all sit in the mezzanine.
Y'all being so disrespectful, man.
I'm on the floor next to the orchestra. You know,
So-
that's what
Trent Dilfer. So that means Dan Marino can't sit in the same
the
same table as Trent Dilfer.
No.
Why?
No, Trent's not in the Hall of Fame. No, Trent's not in the Hall of Fame.
No, but you're going about rings sitting at a table though.
He can't sit with Troy Aikman. He can't sit with Joe Montana. No.
Yeah, but but use it for everybody. Don't use the ring for whoever you want. Nitpick. Use
No, but
No.
they
Come
gotta
into
be
the
in
hall with me.
You got to be in the hall with me. You got to have
Come in with me. My ticket just says 1A, and yours says 44B.
Yes, yes. For some of them. That's right.
Right. My ticket. I'm just. Hey man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I paid a little bit more money, Zach.
No,
I paid a little bit more dues.
The Hall of Fame is not about what team was better at the time. The Hall of Fame is about what individual talent was great enough to make it to the Hall of Fame. Patrick Ewing got in, the Knicks didn't. Tony Kukoc, Michael Jordan got in, the Bulls didn't.
It's about Pat. It's all about Pat.
It's also about Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, and John Stockton.
No. But you also said, Zach, you also said that it's undisclosed. Like the players know. Did you not say that?
Yeah, they know, but it's not about rings. It's about who's better. Who's a better player? Allen Iverson and Tony Kukoc? No, Kukoc can't sit at AI's table.
Kukoc wasn't no slouch though, dude. He was
I'm not
good
saying
in
he wasn't a slouch. He's a Hall of Famer. But it doesn't just go off of who has rings.
For them it does.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Tony Kukoc
Who goes off rings. Charles Barkley is a better player than Tony Kukoc.
No, but remember, Tony Kukoc was Doncic before he was Doncic.
No, he wasn't.
He was that young guy playing for his team. Huh?
Stop that, Luka. Don't disrespect Luka like that. Luka's 30 times better the player than Tony Kukoc ever was.
Wait. Tony was a beast.
He was a beast.
No. Tony was Luka Doncic before Luka Doncic.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Career 11.8 score was Luka Doncic before Luka Doncic.
Let me tell you how good Kukoc was. Jordan and Pippen decided to pick on that dude because he was just that good. They were already talking about him, so they made it a point to show them how good they were. But he was good on his squad at 18, 19 years old.
Was he a superstar in the NBA at any point in time?
He was a superstar overseas in Europe.
Overseas,
okay. He came here.
Was he a superstar in the league?
No,
he wasn't.
The reason he wasn't is because let me say this: when Jordan left, he was.
No, he wasn't. Pippen. It was Scottie Pippen's team. He wasn't a superstar. Scottie was a superstar.
He was a star. He was star by the time.
No, it was so much
all-star games that he played in.
He was so much superstar that Scottie got mad because they made the game-winning play for Tony Kukoc, not him.
That was one play. How many all-star games did he make?
How
many all-NBA teams did he make?
See, I think he made it every time he was in it, wasn't he?
No, he was never an all-NBA player. Look it up.
He was never an all-star game. I think it's an all-star game.
He was never an all-star player. He was never an all-NBA player.
Oh man, Tony Kukoc made the all-stars, dog.
If he made the all-star off a career 10 or 11 points a game, then that's a pathetic league. That's a pathetic league.
But what you and the big OG are missing, where me and G are saying, I get it. You can come in and dance. But all I'm saying is my ticket is it weighs heavier than yours. And can I not at least say that much?
No, because look, if you're saying that the ticket weighs heavier, I get what you're saying. But if you're saying, for example, Tony Kukoc was a good player, not saying he's not. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason he made it. Okay, I'm giving you that. The difference is he was a role player on his teams. Okay, and he was a great role player. He was great in his role. Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, those guys were their team. They were great players. And now, did they win a ring? No. But they were better individual players than Tony Kukoc, than Chris Webber and guys like that. Chris Webber cannot sit at Charles Barkley's table.
Do you know
Charles
who
Barkley's a better
inducted?
player.
He
Do
can
you know who?
he can sit at Charles Barkley table because they both didn't win.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God! Get off
Sit
my
down.
lawn, old
Sit
school.
down.
Stop it! That's such
Y'all
a
crazy,
Michael
man.
Jordan fanboy thing.
Yeah, y'all so disrespectful, man.
You know what teammate Tony
Chuck, are
Kukoc
we in
used?
agreement on this, Chuck?
But do you know what teammate he used to introduce him to the Hall of Fame?
What? Who did?
Tony Kukoc. You know how they always have a player that
Probably the
introduces
dude that he
you.
rode his coattails.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, okay, the guy that he rode to a Hall of Fame career. Awesome.
But if Mike didn't believe him or didn't think that he was a Hall of Fame, you think Mike would have been there?
So if he's asked to be there, probably.
No, it's been a bunch of people that said, "Nah, I ain't gonna do
that
it."
people before now.
So who introduced
You
Scottie
asked-
Pippen? Who introduced Scottie Pippen?
I don't know. It wasn't Mike.
Hey,
I don't know.
It don't matter. Scotty
Hold
got
Hold on,
You
hold on.
can't
Here's
change
one.
it all. I don't know. That don't make no difference.
Here's one.
Hey,
Here's one.
Scotty got 6. It don't anybody said my ticket. It don't matter.
Yeah, but Scotty was a superstar on those teams. He might have been second fiddle, but he was a superstar. All-time great. He would have been an all-time great.
If Tony would have went to another team, he probably would have been a superstar on that team. But he went to
What did you see him in Philly?
he went to the team that had the best player in the world
But did you see him in Philly
on the team.
when he actually needed to make a bigger role for himself? We actually had the chance to be a star on a team. Did you see him in Philly? And don't act like it was past his prime because he came over here in '94.
Now,
and it
but
was
he had been
2000.
playing. He had been playing. He had been playing since doggone '85. The man was
Excuses.
the man was
played
old.
for the Hawks. Yeah, but y'all don't even remember that.
He was horrible when he wasn't with MJ.
But I'm saying he was a
37.
player.
He wasn't on the Bulls. He was horrible.
we would never agree on this topic.
He was
'Cause y'all
37
ain't
years
looking at it
old.
right.
Y'all not listening. Y'all being very disrespectful.
If you made if you made Tony Kukoc the main focal point on a team, he would have got eaten alive. He wouldn't have been a superstar. He was a role player. He got a Hall of Fame career off of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and team rings. If that's the
You muted
know
your
what?
mic. You muted your mic.
Right. I about to say, your internet got tired of that BS you sending us. You know what'd you say, big country?
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all, he's saying y'all are very disrespectful, man.
So
Now,
my
hey,
dad
look,
said,
you see that? He gone.
my dad said, would Karl Malone be in the hall without John Stockton?
Neither one will be in the hall without each
Neither
other.
one would be in the hall. I don't think John would have made it either.
Yeah,
But
he made it on assist.
they made it together, and that's why they can sit at the same table together with Charles Barkley.
With Carl, with Charles and the rest of them. Well, okay, OG Chuck. If Charles is telling you that he couldn't sit at that table, you don't believe him?
That is Charles's point of view. That don't mean it's the point of view for everybody else in the hall.
The rest of them probably ain't keeping it real. I want to go up there with you. You can't come up here.
How many times has Charles Barkley been wrong in his predictions?
He's as wrong right now as G is.
Huh?
Is that a prediction?
I'm making the point. How many times has he been wrong?
That's not a prediction, though. This is something that happened.
Gavin, can you please answer my question?
You can't, young fella. You can't.
Why I can't?
You can't. And
My
then-
point is,
and then-
Charles Barkley has been wrong a number of times, and he's wrong again.
And then Kenny Smith tried to come in and say, "No, that ain't right." They said, "Kenny, you can't even talk about this, dog. You ain't even in the hall.
Right? You can't even talk.
You can't even
Y'all
talk
can't
about
even-
this.
Can't
You're not
even
even
talk
in the hall."
about it. Yeah. You can't even, Kenny, you can't even talk about how to play in the playoffs. You
He's
don't
wrong.
know.
Who can't talk about
What do you mean? He
playoffs?
won 2 championships.
Kenny Smith.
What do you mean?
Kenny
He won
Smith
2
won
rings.
championships, man. Don't talk
If
about
you want to
no-
go
no-
by
no-
your
no- like
logic,
that.
He
They
did
go
get
go
two. He got
by your
two.
logic, he's a better player
He
than
got
I
two with
Hey, get off that
he got-
tar heel now.
with Houston. He got two with
He
Houston.
got two with Houston, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
I know.
better than Charles Barkley automatically. He has 2 rings.
What I'm saying is
He's in
his
the
seat.
hall.
His seat may go up a little further than Charles.
If he get into the
Oh
hall,
my
yeah.
God.
If he ever get in the
Oh,
hall,
Oh, that's if he get into the hall.
that's if he get in the hall, yeah.
Oh, no.
Y'all basing everything 100% on rings.
Hey,
That's sad.
there's great players. That's just the pecking order inside the hall. That's all I'm saying.
Pecking order.
That's y'all picking order.
That ain't ours.
The pecking order in the hall, who's the better player? not the rings. It's
So-
who's the better player.
So let me ask you this: why has no other player come out and say anything about this pecking order than Charles Barkley? Who else said something about it?
What other Hall
know
of
what? They may start.
It's not him. Look, Shaq was on there saying the same thing. Like, no, you can't. Shaq said you can't.
But who else?
Those two.
Yeah.
What other ones on
Why
TV?
does Shaq say that? Get that mad at Charles Barkley because he says that he rode Kobe and D Wade's coattails to championships.
Because he
He is so mad, and that's all he can say.
yeah, that's all he
Yeah.
can say.
The
Yeah.
Big Diesel though. Come on, man. This is
But what I'm saying is, those what other Hall of Famers are on TV?
right. They get a chance to speak.
They get a
Right.
chance.
That's what I mean. So other Hall of Famers don't speak their piece of mind other than being on TV.
Name him. Name which one you talk. Which one you see?
I'm saying they have the opportunity to speak if they want to.
So I got a great example. You know how every year the Miami Dolphins that group that went, what is it, 16-0 that year, whatever. What is it?
17 and 1972. I hit it 50
Right.
times.
They meet every year and they think that they're on the pedestal because nobody's done what they've done. Right? They always say you came close but no cigars, or y'all won the regular season but you didn't win the Super Bowl. It's the same way. We sit differently than y'all because we were a perfect squad. They look at themselves as being different. They look at themselves as being the greatest
not
of all time.
individual team. That's not an individual player saying that.
I'm just
That's
saying, it's in the same category. It's the same type. It's the same deal. They think that they're better as Super Bowl winning championship teams.
Yeah, because that's a team accomplishment.
No. You get what you're missing. What I'm getting at. They want to put themselves in a different echelon than the regular Super Bowl winning champions. We were perfect. We beat everybody.
Right.
And they make sure if you don't win, if you get close and don't win, like when that Patriots team that was 16-1,
right,
great, but not good enough.
Yeah.
We celebrate this every year because of that.
Yeah.
But you talking about team, we talking about individuals. So how does those
I'm
It's along the same lines. It's along the same lines.
Same line. Y'all not feeling me and G.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm not.
On
We
different
would never-
levels of greatness.
We will never agree on this topic.
Sort of like y'all in them shirts. You came with something. You came with something bad. He came with what they say KNG cowboy shirt.
Hey,
Is his
and
shirt
it looks
the
like,
same as
it
yours?
looks like the winner is still Q,
No.
yo. I'm sorry. Q still
It's
had
still
3 picks. Yeah, he still had 3.
Man, y'all are crazy.
Q won.
Your shirt don't even have a name on it.
Even though he had no name on the shirt.
Listen, and it wasn't authentic.
And it won.
So how can the shirt?
How you gonna say it when you ain't on here now? You gonna say it when he ain't on here now? I can't know.
I tell him
I ain't gonna let you talk about Q while you ain't here. I ain't gonna let you do that.
I tell him when I go there, he probably watching.
I ain't gonna let you do that right now on the show.
Listen,
I'm not gonna let you do that.
So
Remember
a
the
shirt
Starter
is not
Jackets versus the
authentic
Chalk
to
Line?
win. Huh?
Remember the starter jackets versus the chalk line? If you ain't heard that S and that star, remember what it is on your arm? Hey, chalk line. It's a difference.
How can the shirt that's not authentic win?
Hey, and
Okay.
we gonna end it on a couple of these last two, y'all. Winners recognize the pecking order. Sub-bar players are just happy to be there. That's my BB. And my dad says, do you guys think Shaq or Charles can coach in the NBA today?
No.
No. What about you, Big Country?
No. Shaq only knew how to be bigger and stronger than everybody else. He wouldn't know how to put an offense in. Charles Barkley don't even know half the players in the league. How could he game plan for them? You don't know their name.
Hey, remember when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar said he tried to teach Shaq the sky hook and said, "Oh, they don't want to know how to do that."
Yeah, I just want to run over everybody and dunk.
Right. I don't need to know how to do that.
I had a question for Chuck and Corey to do this whole ring or Hall of Fame thing, just some justice. Hey, as of course the team arguments. Hey, Chuck and Corey, who is a better running back, Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith?
We already had this conversation.
So can Emmitt Smith sit at Barry Sanders' table?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Nope. Individually.
What table? No, I'm saying, what table are we talking about here?
Individually, the Hall of Fame table. Individual greatness. Who was better?
I don't think Emmett would want to go back and sit at his table.
Barry Sanders is the greatest running back to ever play this game.
And I agree with you
So
wholeheartedly.
no other running back can sit at his table.
False. Go ahead.
I agree with you totally, but I'm still sticking by my story here where if they're both walking into the hall together, Emmitt's table will be up a little bit further.
Why?
Chuck knows. I got Corey in
But
the bait and switch.
So like I said, y'all are
I got
basing
Corey in the
everything
bait and
on
switch.
rings and nothing.
I'm not baiting and switching.
He acknowledged Barry was better, but
I did.
And
I
the
did.
greatest running back of all time. But he
and I
can't
will
sit at
say
the weights
that.
table because of a team accomplishment.
Because your jewelry. That's all I'm saying.
The team
I
jewelry.
think there is a different pecking order in the hall.
You help push them too. Look, that's right. Emmitt's table's on the stage. Like,
yeah, okay.
Barry Sanders is the best
right
running
now
back to ever play.
because you said that Emmitt had more rings than any other running back. So how is his table gonna be on the stage when he don't have no more rings than any other running back?
He up there with who?
No,
with Franklin Harris.
He does not have more rings than any other running back. So how can his table be on the stage?
Franklin Harris.
Huh?
The other Franklin Harris.
Oh, not he up there, Franco Harris.
That's what it is.
I'll answer. Look, okay, so I think my answer is going. I'm gonna answer.
Barry Sanders sitting right there with.
I know
you already answered it, man. I need Chuck to answer it.
We don't turn this into a lot, but what I'm saying is,
answer it.
I'm gonna finish it up though. They both have two accomplishments that are kind of offsetting each other. One is the greatest, and one has the most yards ever. Right? Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. One is the most elusive runner that we've ever seen, but one has taken advantage of the team that he was on and won rings and got the most yards in NFL history. Correct.
Yeah.
Taking advantage
Played
of
about
what?
5 years too long.
Taking advantage of that line. I'm saying because remember, I wasn't on Emmitt's side, but at the same time, what I was saying, he took advantage of it. But I can't hate on the fact that this man got championships and rings all together. His table.
I'm not hating on it either, but he did it Barry Sanders table.
Okay.
Let me ask you this one question. How many players in the Hall of Fame will have a ring without being on the team?
Yeah, would Emmitt Smith have those 3 rings in that rushing record if he was the Lions running back?
Maybe not. I think I told G.
The answer is no. If Barry Sanders had that offensive line,
whenever you graduate, all right, check the game. Whenever you graduate, you see how some people had them tassels, some people had them things around their jacket or whatever thing is.
Yes,
that's what we're looking at. There's a difference on how you walk. There's a difference in your degree than mine.
Yeah, but it's that's individual. That's the individual. They're all at the same school, but the individual that's smarter gets the valedictorian.
It's not the individual, it's the team that he has behind him, pushing him. That's what it is. His parents, his girlfriend, whoever it is that helped him get to that point.
No one's girlfriend ever helped them study. You had a girlfriend.
I want to thank my mama. I want to thank my daddy. I want to thank my brothers. They ain't had nobody pushing them. That's all.
You had me, but then when you said girlfriend, no girlfriend telling you to hit them books.
Some of them did. But my gown, my cap and gown. Listen, my cap and gown. I got a tassel for this. I got the gold thing on here. I got all kind of studded, covered and chunk on my gown.
Well, what's on your diploma? What's on your diploma? What's on your diploma?
Greatest of all time.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it is not. Just like I said, your diploma said you graduated from this university with this degree. Same thing as mine said. Your jacket is yellow.
But my grade was higher.
But
my grade was higher.
Is that on your diploma? Is that on your diploma?
No. All right. Hey, stop right there. So you know what your diploma say, but everybody in that class that graduated with you, they know who you were.
They know you were.
He was the best one in class. That bad boy was not his story. Okay, that man was the smartest kid in the bad boy.
Okay,
it didn't have to be said. Everybody knew who you were. That's all it is. They know who he is.
So they know who Barry Sanders is.
Thank you, Chuck.
They do. The one who that in the back.
He was a valedictorian of running backs.
Man, you
was sitting in the table in the back.
You think Barry Sanders sit at the back?
Hey, they say, hey, Barry, hey.
I got him, Chuck. Don't worry, I got him.
Come on.
Hey, they said you was a bad man. That's why you made the hall.
He gonna sit back there with Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
First of all, Bo Jackson's the first player to ever be an all-star in 2 major league sports. He sits in his own table.
He is in the back.
Yeah, crazy, man. Yeah. It's so disrespectful. It don't even make no sense.
You're here. You're in the building. Just out up front.
We're not saying you're not a Hall of Famer. We're not saying you're not great.
I said, hey, I'm watching Janet.
He's better than Emmitt Smith.
Hey, my
If
wife
he
said,
had that offensive
"It's
line
10
and that
o'clock, y'all
Cowboys
tripping."
team, that Cowboys team, he would have had 30,000 rushing yards.
Emmitt Smith is the best running back ever. Period. And that's how we in the show.
You would never get no agreement on this show with that.
Oh my God!
Hey, great show, my dogs. We have gone on for 2 hours. Hey, but this was needed though. This was needed. Yeah, this was
That's because of
needed.
your blasphemy. You and Corey.
We cannot play the if game. We cannot play the if game.
Who playing the if game? Everybody in the hall.
Yeah.
But go ahead, close it out. We go on and on with this.
Hey, wait, before we leave, dog. Zach, I know you had posted something about an accident, man. Listen, I'm glad that you're here with us, bro. I'm glad that everybody in your family is safe. I don't know how far it went, but I'm just glad you're okay, bro.
Oh yeah, I wasn't in the accident. I went racing this weekend. One of the people I know got in a huge accident. Their car caught fire, and it wasn't good. But he's all right.
Okay?
He's all right. Yep. No, he's all right.
Okay. I didn't know, but I'm glad that you're here with us and your family. Everybody's safe, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We miss you, big country, man. We miss you out here, big dog.
Thanks, man. I miss giving you guys crap too. By the way, I don't know who was on the Get Off My Lawn Warriors 5 years ago campaign, but Luka destroyed the Suns tonight. And he gonna destroy the Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and
all right.
I got cheese for sale.
Yeah, I know, right?
Episode 6 in the books, man. Great episode, fellas. We talked about some serious stuff today. We talked about bullying. We talked about Game 7. We did not get into our football. We will definitely get into our football on Wednesday, and we'll definitely get into Chuck's game that we still didn't get into.
Yeah, they got it. Well, I got a game in the hole too. Once we get Chuck out the way.
I got one too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, probably not to cut you off, G. We'll probably go with Corey's game Wednesday.
Okay.
Let me do mine Sunday because I don't have the information with me.
Okay. We got it. All right, man. Hey, great show, fellas. Episode 6 in the books, man. We appreciate you. Brandon Buchanan, Larry Wright, my dad. I love you, Pop. Appreciate you rocking with us, baby. Kanisha Davis. Big shout out to our dog, Big Country, man. A to the Z Media Network. Make sure y'all check him out. Subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Also, my dog, Big Carlos, came on here being disrespectful about them doggone C's, man, and Trey Young. Look, we gotta have a conversation, dog. Can't talk about Trey Young on here, man.
Man, I know, right? What's wrong with that dude?
Who else? Oh, big shout out, man, to your family out there. Y'all guys trip, man. Rodney Littlejohn, James Littlejohn, your cousin Q, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank you for your subscription, big homie. Thank you for subscribing to the family, baby. Who else? My cousin Michael Wolf, Matt Thompson. Don't forget, my guy still has the best candles in the world, man. Go check them out at Tribe6Candles, man. .com. They out there, man. Get your order in. Put your order in. And who else? Goleta. Thank you for rocking with us. Albert Scott, my dog. Appreciate you jumping in, big homie. Michael Wolf. I got your thing, man. I did not get to play it on the show, man, but we understand what you were saying, bro. My son, and a special shout out to my wife, man, for coming on and telling the story, man, and giving some advice, you know.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And my dog, for Chuck Littlejohn, OG, my dog Decatur's bully hater. I love y'all, man. Hey, kiss the family for me, man. Everybody out there have a blessed week, man. Stay safe. Hey, keep your head on a swivel. All right. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby. 8 o'clock. Love y'all. Peace.
All right, fellas.
Have a good trip, man. Have a good trip, G.
Hey. Appreciate it.
Yes,